Alright, welcome back to the deciding map between Grubby and NapS. It is Twisted Meadows and it is again Orc Mirror, this time NapS choosing his race after defeating Grubby in an Orc Mirror previously. So it looks like he's got a little bit of confidence in that at least. We'll see if the strategies are gonna change this time, since on Twisted Meadows the Farseer definitely was for a long time a pretty popular choice. Let's see if we see a barracks here somewhere. No, Grubby decides not to get the barracks, saturating his gold mine fully and afterwards probably going towards the lumber, queuing up more PN. So this is going to be a fast tech with Farseer, and we'll see the same strategy by NapS. So back then, of course, with the Blade Master early on, it was more difficult to creep on TM than on most maps, and therefore the Farseer for some harassment, for some very efficient scouting with the wolves, and for attack as quickly as possible, was on Twisted Meadows still very, very popular. And back then, you know, when the players didn't have the Blade Master figured out like they have nowadays, or they had already like back in 2008-9. If you didn't get the Blade Master crept properly and you played against the Farseer in a quick tech, you would just get tower rushed on tier 2 with like Farseer, Firelord. Okay, Warmill here by NapS, with like Farseer, Firelord, etc. And if your Blade Master wasn't good enough, you just weren't gonna hold it. Alright, so Grubby attacking very quickly. So does NapS. He's getting a Warmill very early on. Let's see if he's gonna do something crazy, or if he's just gonna add the barracks and the second burrow. Nevertheless, let's see, second burrow somewhere. Come on. Ah, okay, he doesn't have the lumber yet. It was just in Grubby's point of view. So there's the second burrow. So yeah, he's just going for a little bit of a quicker Warmill. Shouldn't make too much of a difference here. And both of the players doing some scouting with their wolves in all corners of the map, basically. So every one of them now knows that it's cross position, and Grubby is the first one to get aggressive here, whereas NapS is gonna fall back and just defend. I mean, in these games, it's not gonna not too much is gonna happen here in the first like 4 minutes of the game. Tech's already about halfway done, and neither of them should be achieving too much. Like if Grubby's able to like force the PNs to load into the burrows for a little while, then that's already a bit of a success. I'm assuming we'll see new wolves here before the first ones fall. Yeah, that's what's happening. So no free XP for either of the Farseers. Shop is coming pretty early on. First grunts are in production right now, and actually, no, he's going for headhunters immediately here. So first little deviation. I think we've seen Ciara play the same build order against Humanic on Twisted Meadows, and it worked out very well for him. Then again, Humanic is not really anywhere close to Grubby when it comes to you know, Warcraft 3 skills. Trying to do a bit of damage. Is he gonna give him the wolf here for free? He is actually. So first XP goes to NapS in this game. Shop, yeah, shop coming, Warmill coming as well. And on tier 2, the question is gonna be Farseer or Shadowhunter for both of the players. Shadowhunter or Firelord, of course, since they already have the Farseer. And Grubby starts creeping right now, gonna get at least the 2 Null Wardens before NapS comes in. He's getting to the tavern right now, maybe the Firelord immediately. Yeah, that's the case, and he's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna wanna get aggressive with that one immediately. Grubby pretty much outpositioned. Is he getting... Yeah, he's getting the Shadowhunter, so if he wanted to get the Firelord, then there is no reason not to be at the tavern once he reaches tier 2, because there is a great chance that his opponent will be at the tavern as well, like he just was, and then, you know, you'd be completely outpositioned if you'd wanna get the Firelord as well. Therefore, yeah, he's going for the Farseer. Neither of the players losing any units so far. Headhunters being pulled back properly. Both of the players have taken some damage already, but Grubby has no heal staff, so he cannot heal these units. and they are out on the map and they are wounded and they are not going to be very useful anymore. He's trying to get a bit of blocking done with the wolf. And this might be enough to just get this grunt killed. I think he needs like 1 more hit or 2 more hits. Grubby trying to go for the deny. He doesn't get it because the Farseer is doing slightly too little damage. In the meantime, 1 Spirit Lodge here coming by NapS. No Beastry. Whereas Grubby's getting Beastry, double Beastry, okay? And the Beastry here far outside of his outside of his base, because he expected NapS to put up some pressure on tier 2, which is exactly what he's been doing. He got 1 grunt killed for it, at least no tier 2 building down. So that's at least something from Grubby's point of view, and with the Hex he's going to be able to work very nicely against the Headhunters, because they will basically not be able to pull back, and of course against the Wolves and the Grunts and the Heroes they will take so much damage. The Firelord is the next target. Here's there a speed scroll for either of the players. Grubby does have a speed scroll, so this Firelord should be doomed, and he is going down right now. First nice little pick off by Grubby, and that should completely kill all the pressure NapS was trying to put up right now against Grubby's main base. Spirit Walkers are going to be the addition to the Headhunters, so a lot of ranged units. Usually you'd expect NapS to get Kodos into that mix as well, but that's not gonna happen, at least for now. Grubby doing some scouting with the Raider. Of course the Raider is faster than anything NapS has on the field right now, and therefore there's not really any danger of that one going down, except if there would have been a Shaman out of that Spirit Lodge. So yeah, double Beastry. First Raider is out, as we've seen, and Snare's coming, and the lone Shadowhunter maybe shouldn't get overly aggressive here, should wait for his Raiders and for the Farseer. But then again, against the Spirit Link, of course, it's pretty hard to fight without Spirit Link if the opponent's army is properly positioned. But now he stretched the army completely apart just with 1 Raider moving there towards the bottom of or towards the right hand side of the opponent's army. And actually Grubby is doing really well here. Wow, that surprised me a little bit, taking down the shop with the Raiders, and every time NapS is stretching his army a little bit, he comes in from the side with the 1 grunt with the 2 heroes, hexes something and kills something. But still, in a straight up fight, it's still looking pretty good for NapS. So Grubby's gonna have to work with the hit and run for a little bit longer here. And that's exactly what he's doing, of course. With the Ensnare, he's having vision of NapS's army, which has now run out. So he's seen that NapS was still staying in his main, so he got at least 2 of the 3 creeps here. The grunt has to fall back, and looks like this one is going to go to NapS though. But again, Grubby is poking in the base. NapS now splitting his army, even in trying to deal with this hit and run. See if he's getting... Okay, he's not even trying to get the kill here with the Chain Lightning. So the XP goes to the Firelord. The item, the Gloves of Haste, is going to Grubby. Snaring the wolves here, still keeping everything alive. 1, 2, 3, 4 Raiders, 5 Raiders still out. Grubby's gonna have to buy heal staffs. Okay, he still had some in order to heal his units. Just the 1 Raider is still in his base, because of course that one wasn't healed up, and that one, okay, still has another heal staff. Okay, even has another 2 charges, so he could have brought that other Raider back in front. And NapS, of course, NapS really wants to fight right now, but Grubby is really not gonna do him that favor. So winning more and more time here. And the problem with the unit composition of NapS, of course, is that it's rather immobile, at least compared to the Raiders. And therefore, since it's cross positions, every time he's gonna head towards Grubby's main base, which is the only place where he can force a fight, Grubby's just gonna poke forward here and attack the buildings. Unfortunate movement by the Raider. And of course, NapS can't even really repair against that, because the Ensnare will just prevent that from happening. So I guess, yeah, the best NapS can do right now is exactly what he's doing, staying close to his main and just creep what's nearby. Maybe this one, maybe eventually after fending off these Raiders, the Goblin Laboratory. because if this hit and run doesn't do anything, then Grubby doesn't really get anything out of this. Let's see who gets the XP. It is Grubby actually, and the Scorched Bone Chimes go to Grubby as well. Back then, of course, a Hex unit couldn't pick up an item, and Grubby is making use of that. Now speed scrolling out his Shadow Hunter, and the rest of the army also has to use speed scrolls. So 2 speed scrolls used, and does he get this around here? Yes, so he used 2 heal scrolls here, and he's still gonna have to use the town portal, and he doesn't use the town portal. What? Okay. So a pretty huge blunder here by Grubby, losing the level 2 fast here with the town portal. And therefore, well, he's gonna be even in an even worse position. And keep in mind, if he loses this map, then he loses the second best of 3 in the group stage. And then he's gonna be in such a difficult position to even just get to the 3rd place, which he needs to reach if he wants to go into the playoffs. So Grubby continues creeping, and apparently NapS might want to make use of the situation here. It's 49 supply against 50. The the Farseer is about to come back. Shop being reproduced, I think, for like the 5th time in this game. And it's gonna be Grubby's shop. Maybe he's raided. That's not getting ensnared. I'm a bit surprised about that. So the shop is gonna fall first here. Grubby is gonna have time to position himself. Sobi Mask for him, which is a very great item, of course, for the Shadow Hunter. He's gonna get level 3 here, which might be of huge help in the upcoming fight. And another tower push, at least with support of 1 tower so far by NapS. Of course, he's got about no healing. He's got 2 heal scrolls, which is definitely going to be helpful, as well as a protection scroll. Grubby has got somewhat close to no items. He's got mass raiders. First tower about halfway up, and snares going onto the raiders, going onto the Farseer. NapS is trying to get into a good position. Of course, he doesn't want to have those headhunters too far out in the open, because they will take tons of damage if they are exposed to the focus fire. So he's Grubby, that is just falling back. Is he gonna go straight for the base race here? It might be the case, because it looks like he's not able to fight this straight up. There is a town portal on the Farseer of NapS, and I'm guessing Grubby's just gonna wanna try and exchange town portals here, force his opponent back, TP back himself, and then start the hit and run game again. And NapS apparently doesn't feel like going into a much longer game here. First of the walkers has gone down, though. Second walker might fall as well, and he didn't really get too much damage done. Town portal used by NapS right now. Grubby, is he just gonna go for the snipe on the main? It looks like he's doing so, and there's no way NapS is gonna be able to keep that one alive. TP by Grubby, and NapS losing his main base here. Oh wow. In just the course of 30 seconds, this game completely turned around. Of course, NapS, with quite the brain lag here, not bringing his peons in position to repair his main building. But then again, I mean, the number of raiders would have been easily high enough to ensnare at least like 90% of these peons. So he's got to harvest lumber here before he can rebuild his town hall. And still, he just desperately wants to get into a straight up fight. Grubby, very smart here, sending the wolf up front, especially since it's night and the vision range is very short. And I think that apparently he saw something at least.
We're under attack.
Getting the ensnare here, but the raiders are very far up front, and this is going to cost him at least one of those. And this is just what Grubby needs. The Shadow Hunter is coming in from the back. Heal wave. Heal wave is used in order to save that one low HP raider. So both of NapS' raiders have gone down, and that is horrible news for him, because now he's got nothing to stop Grubby from doing more and more hit and run. Grubby again going for the base. Tower is coming by NapS. Okay, so NapS isn't going for a new town, a new Great Hall. He's just gonna get as much of a defense in place here as possible. So is Grubby. He's towering up his base as well. He's got a Demolisher. He doesn't want to die to his opponent pushing here, but I guess NapS is gonna have to be wary of keeping his own base alive at first, which is gonna be hard enough. Grubby TP's out, killing, what did he kill here? The altar. So that's one more building down, and NapS is just fortifying his base here as much as he can. He's got the resources for another tower afterwards if he wants to build one more. Still 45 supply, 48 for Grubby, who just continues creeping, sending the wolf out, and he's now gonna see his opponent coming in. Let's see if he's gonna abandon this creep camp or if he's just gonna finish it. Nevertheless, the Farseer here by another heal scroll. He's getting a new town portal as well, but still there is no raider out for NapS, so it's really hard for him to force Grubby into a fight if Grubby doesn't want to fight. Level 3 on all of the heroes. Now the creeps are attacking NapS here from the back. Flute of accuracy picked up by the Shadow Hunter immediately. I mean, it doesn't do anything for Grubby. It would have done a load for NapS, whose headhunters now are kind of out positioned. The Kodo is taking a ton of damage, of course. There is no heal wave available for him, so the Kodo is going to fall eventually. Then again, 2 lava spawns are in the fight right now, doing tons of damage. Heal scroll right now used, and Grubby still doesn't stand a chance in this fight. He has to go back. Chain Lightning kills the last of the Spirit Walkers. The wolves are trying to block the Shadow Hunter, but not successfully. 45 against 42, and NapS, he barely lost anything in that fight. He wasn't able to micro anything. Okay, the Kodo is gonna fall right now. He wasn't able to micro anything, but the heal wave and the Spirit Link was just he scrolled, of course, and the Spirit Link was just doing such a great job, and he's chasing after this Shadow Hunter, who's gonna fall very far into the back of his own base. And at the same time, Grubby is heading across the map again. There are 3 towers and some peons in burrows he's gonna have to face here, though. At the same time, 2 towers, some burrows, and some stuff in Grubby's base as well. His raiders are running lower and lower on HP, but looks like NapS is just gonna go for the kill on those towers first, but at the same time he's losing some headhunters in the process as well, and Grubby in return is going for the base of NapS as well, but he's taking so much damage he's gonna have to fall back here, because this base is not going to be killable basically by the few raiders Grubby has. Apparently heal wave casted by the Shadow Hunter, who almost went down, and NapS is going really deep into Grubby's base, and Grubby actually TPing here, and NapS doesn't have a town portal. Oh my god, he's gonna lose everything right now. NapS down to 24 supply right now against 45 of Grubby, and the Fire Lord's going down, and the Farseer is gonna go down as well. What a game here on Twisted Meadows. Actually, the Shadow Hunter is surrounded here, but the damage output isn't gonna be enough by those 2 lava spawns. Wow. So this best of 3 so this best of 3 got, I think, way closer than the majority of us expected it to. So the first map looked like Grubby was just gonna steamroll NapS. The second map, actually quite the clear victory by NapS. You know, going for that tier 2 timing push after getting the advantage, after delaying Grubby's tier 2 buildings. And this one, Grubby going for his hit and run style, which of course he is very famous for till this day. And NapS, well, getting caught off guard. I think if if he hadn't lost that stronghold when Grubby went for the counterattack, then it would have looked very good for him, but Grubby was able, to take that one down, and NapS decided not to try and rebuild it because he would have probably lost it again. Yeah, still, I mean, if NapS hadn't poked so deep into Grubby's main, I guess it was still looking better for Grubby because he still had his main and he still had income. But nevertheless, NapS, I'm just thinking what his best course of action was after losing his stronghold. yeah, this was probably as good as it gets. He just yeah, dived too deep into Grubby's main base there, and then therefore he just lost too many units, and then the town portal locked him in. Of course, he was more or less all in, and therefore Grubby takes this one. And we have one match remaining in this group, which is going to be DD8 against Proteus. So Night Elf against Undead, and I want to hear some predictions for that one. I want to hear some thoughts about this best of 3, especially the third map. Maybe, like in this one, I'm really curious about some different analysis onto what NapS's course of action should have been, either before losing his main building and afterwards. And I hope you enjoyed. As always, give a thumbs up and comment if you did, and I'll see you soon. Bye.